Good afternoon, guys. I thought I'd do a little vlog on believing in the things that are unseen. Faith. That's what that's called, is faith. The last few months have taught me that if I can apply the same belief system that I've used in the past 2 months, which is my faith, unwavering faith and belief in the outcome, an outcome that I was desiring, which has come to pass, thank you very much. If I can channel and use the same system that I used through the experience I've just come through to any avenue of my life, I understand now I'll get my results. I'll always get what it is I'm wanting. But that's not to say it's coming from a selfish place. It's coming actually from a selfless place. So if I get up every day to be the better version of Karen, it's not coming from a selfish place. That's a selfless place. For me to have a conscious awareness to be the best that I need to be each day also means that I'm continually striving, attaining and reaching those milestones that I set myself each day to be that better Karen, which is just love, really. Practicing love. It's just the practice of love each day, practicing being love in my life, and that means seeing love in everything, in all things. And the biggest challenge, which I find, is to not only see that love, but feel that love for the people in our lives that are our antagonists. The people that are able to agitate us, irritate us at times. Now, this could be your partner, could be your children, could be your boss at work colleagues, the bus driver that you get on the bus each morning. It doesn't really matter. But what I do know is that unless you change the way you look at something, whatever it is you're looking at will always remain the same. For example, if I have an irritation with my daughter and I feel that she's lacking in patience at times, the more I verbalize that to her and say, you need to be more patient, you need to become more patient, you need to practice being patient, the more I kind of, in a way, push that away from her. Yeah. Rather than telling her or asking her to be those things, the most powerful thing that we can do in our lives is to see that person already being that. So that means even if my daughter is displaying an irritability or impatience, rather than verbalizing that to her, because I've just added power to that, what I do is transmute my thought patterns towards her and see her being patient, feel her being patient, see her being kind, being loving. And eventually her vibration will change. And why? Is because the way I look at her has changed. See, everything comes from the mind, everything stems from the mind, your mind. Your world is your world. How you perceive your world is how you perceive it. How I perceive my world is how I perceive it. It's not the same as you. Okay, so let's not get that twisted out here. We are all living in our own separate worlds. Mentally, psychologically, no two worlds are the same. Your world is not my world and my world is not your world. Okay, so unless we change the way we look at things in our world, The things we look at will never change. So again, it comes down to you. It's your responsibility. And let's not forget either, everyone is a reflection of us. Everything is a reflection of us. Okay, so the errors that we may see in others are only the errors that are still active in ourselves. Because if we was coming from our God-centered self, which is our love self, okay, we would oversee, would overlook those irritabilities or those irritations in life, in situations and in experiences, okay? We wouldn't be really seeing that, because what we would be seeing is the essence of that person, of what they truly are, you know, which is perfection. Because we're all perfect. We're all perfect. We are all perfection. We've all been made in the likeness and image. We all come from the Creator, the Source. We're all part of the infinite universal intelligence. We're all part of that creation. Okay? So let's not get that twisted. Let's get that right. For me anyway, this is how I perceive it. Remember, guys, this is what goes on in my head. This is how I think. And I'm only sharing it with you. My experiences, my thought patterns, and how I process and digest and absorb. I'm sharing with you. It may not work for you. It might not be the same for you. But this is what I've learned on my journey. Okay, so I'm always referencing back to Karen. I'm not telling anyone what to do in their lives. Not telling them how to live, how they should think. I'm just sharing experiences. That's all I'm doing here. So unless you change the way you look at something, that something will always be the same. Will always be the same as you look at it. Okay? And getting back to the personality, we are, you know, because I can hear you shouting, well, no one's perfect. I disagree. I say we are all perfect in our true essence of what we are, in our divinity, in our sovereignty. You know, the soul is untainted, is perfect. Spirit. It's the personality that's faulty. It's our personalities that are faulty. Okay? And that's what happens there. It's the personality that is faulty, not the soul. So let's just remember that today, guys, yeah? God bless you all.